You are now tuned into Digital Dive with Homes for Heroes.
Launching paid media. Engaging Facebook advertising. Activating Facebook Ads Manager.
Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of Digital Dive with Homes for Heroes. I'm Seth Jessica, the Emerging Media Manager at Homes for Heroes. And on today's episode of Digital Dive with Homes for Heroes, I'm going to walk you through the interface or the dashboard of the Facebook Ads Manager. So this is the third episode in a series of videos on Facebook advertising and walking you through the steps of setting up your Facebook advertising to make sure you get the most out of your Facebook advertising. And this video or this episode, I think, is extremely critical and important. It might not be the most exciting episode. I mean, nobody wants to walk through a dashboard and get introduced to it, but here's why I think it's extremely important that you get familiar with the Facebook Ads Manager dashboard. Every time I do anything with my Facebook ads, it's always through the Facebook Ads Manager. So anytime I place an ad, anytime I measure the performance of an ad, anytime I A/B test an ad, anytime I analyze an ad, or anytime that I optimize an ad, it's all done within the Facebook Ads Manager. And I use the data and all the information within the Facebook Ads Manager to do that. So if you're just getting started on Facebook advertising, or if you're already advertising on Facebook, but you're not using the Facebook Ads Manager dashboard, this episode is really important so you can get familiar with the dashboard and you can really start to understand how to use it, because once you understand how to use it, that's what's really going to help you optimize the performance of your Facebook ad campaign. So let's introduce you to the Facebook Ads Manager. I'm going to open up my Facebook Ads Manager and I'll walk you through the interface, get you introduced to it, get you familiar with it, and help you understand how to use it. So let's go. So if this is your first time opening Facebook Ads Manager and your first time seeing the Facebook Ads Manager interface, it can appear very overwhelming. There are a lot of columns, rows, numbers, and words, but don't worry, it's not as confusing as it initially appears. However, I recommend that you get familiar with the Facebook Ads Manager interface before placing your ads. This will help you create, manage, and analyze your ad campaigns with ease. The more time you spend working in the Facebook Ads Manager with your campaigns, the more intuitive the interface will become to you. So let's take a quick tour of the Facebook Ads Manager, starting at the top and work our way down from the left to the right. And as we go through each feature, row, and column, we'll also go through the importance of each of these features to your Facebook advertising. So the first tab is the account dropdown. So the account dropdown, this is where you're able to select the ad account you would like to manage or place ads for. You'll likely not need to use this dropdown if you're only managing one account. However, if you are an advertising agency or a franchise owner, you'll likely need to manage more than one Facebook ad account, and this dropdown will allow you to easily navigate from one account to another. This is where the naming of each ad account is important, so you can distinguish accounts from each other. The search and filter tabs. The search tab allows you to locate a specific campaign, ad set, or ad by name, ID, or tag, which we'll go over in more detail a little bit later. The filter tab allows you to dictate which campaigns appear on your Facebook Ads Manager dashboard. For example, you can opt to have only one active campaign appear, as well as many other options. Once you have been placing ads for a while, your Facebook Ads Manager dashboard will begin to display a lot of campaigns. There will be activated, deactivated, and paused campaigns displayed. You may have traffic, lead form, and conversion ads all displayed. The search tab will simply allow you to locate a certain campaign quickly and more efficiently. The filter tab will help you clean up your dashboard by showing only the campaigns that are important to you. The Date tab. The data that appears within the columns of your Ads Manager dashboard comes from the activity and performance of your campaigns between the dates selected in the Date tab. There are many preset settings that you can choose from, but you can also select very specific timeframes that you would like the data to appear on your dashboard by clicking on the Dates of the Calendar tool within the Date tab. The default setting is set to last week, so make sure you adjust it to the right time frame for the data you are interested in analyzing. You want to make sure you're looking at the data for the appropriate dates you're interested in analyzing. However, there is also a very powerful feature as well that allows you to compare your ad performance between different dates. Click on the Compare tab within the Date tab, and you can compare your ad performance year over year or week over week. Account Overview. The Account Overview tab provides you in-depth and powerful insight into your ad account's performance. The Overview tab provides you a data summary for the essential metrics such as reach, spend, impressions, and clicks. However, it also provides you very insightful demographic data for the audience that you're seeing and engaging with in your advertisements. You can see which gender, age group, and the location for the audience that is engaging the most and the least with your advertisements. The Creative Reporting tab provides you performance data on the different types of creative you are using in your ad campaigns side by side. You can extract a lot of valuable information from the Account Overview tab. The demographic data in the Overview tab is the type of information you need to optimize your ad campaigns. For example, if there's a higher ratio between people that saw your ad and engaged with your ad within a certain age group, gender, or location, you might want to target that audience more heavily in your ad campaigns. The Creative Reporting tab allows you to analyze the performance of your creative side by side. This is extremely helpful when you are conducting A/B testing for your creative within your Facebook ads. Campaigns. The Campaign tab is a default for the data that appears on your Ads Manager dashboard. Every campaign that matches your filter settings for the selected dates in the Date tab will appear under the campaign name column with its corresponding data within the columns of the campaigns row. When placing your ad, the campaign settings are where you determine your advertising objective. The information on your campaign dashboard is the data from the performance of metrics that support that advertising objective. Ad sets. Within each campaign is or are ad sets. Each campaign has the ability to have one or multiple ad sets. The ad set portion of the advertising creation process is where you tell Facebook who you want to see your ads, as well as how, where, and when to show these ads. The information on your ad sets dashboard is the data from the performance of metrics that support these objectives. When you create your ad campaign, you have the ability to create multiple ad sets. Creating multiple ad sets is how you would A/B test a particular element of your ad set. If you click on the box to the left of campaign name on your campaign dashboard and then click on ad sets on the ad sets tab, you'll be navigated to the ad sets dashboard for the particular campaign. You will also see the data for the ad sets of that campaign side by side. This will give you insight into which ad set is performing better in your A/B test. Ads. Within each campaign is or are an ad or multiple ads. Each campaign has the ability to have one or multiple ads. This part of the advertising creation process is where you upload and enter the different elements that make up your ad, including the text, image, or video, links, as well as other options. All of these elements dictate the performance of your campaign by how well they match your campaign objectives, as well as how they will resonate with your audience. The information on your ad dashboard is the data from the performance of metrics that support these objectives. Similar to ad sets, when you create your ad campaign, you have the ability to create multiple ads. Creating multiple ads is how you would A/B test a particular element of your ad creative. If you click on the box to the left of the campaign name on your campaign dashboard and then click the ad tab, you will be navigated to the ads dashboard for that particular campaign. You will also be able to see the data for the ads of that campaign side by side. This will give you the insight into which ad creative is performing better in your A/B test. The create call to action button. This is where all the creation of your advertising campaigns within Facebook Ads Manager begins. Click on the button, a page will open up where you can start creating your Facebook ad. But before you start creating your first Facebook ad campaign, we have a few more things to cover in this episode of Digital Dive with Homes for Heroes. The duplicate tab. The duplicate tab allows you to duplicate the attributes of any campaign, ad set, or ad. In order to use a duplicate function, you will need to check the box next to a campaign, ad set, or ad that you want to duplicate. The same duplicate function is available under the campaign, ad set, or ad campaign. Simply hover over the desired name and the duplicate tool will appear. Then click on Duplicate. The Duplicate tab allows you to quickly replicate a successful campaign. Without it, you would probably be required to go through the entire process of creating a new campaign, ad set, or ad, while also remembering all the successful elements of your previous successful campaigns. The Duplicate tab removes this requirement for you to remember everything, and you can simply click on the Duplicate tab and replicate all the successful options that you had set up in that ad campaign. The Edit tab. The Edit tab allows you to turn on or off a campaign, ad set, or ad. You can also edit the name of the campaign, ad set, or ad. In order to use the Edit function, you will need to check the box to the left of the campaign, ad set, or ad you want to edit. So this is actually a feature that I don't use that much. I actually find it easier to turn off the campaign, ad set, or ad by clicking on the slider button directly to the left of the campaign, ad set, or ad name. You can also make edits to the campaign, ad set, or ad by clicking on the Edit tab under its name. Simply hover your cursor over the desired name and the edit function will appear underneath it. Clipboard. This is where you can see what you last copied. Click on the Clipboard tab and you can see the campaign, ad set, or ad that will be duplicated when you select the paste function. I have yet to use this because I rarely copy a campaign, ad, or ad set. I prefer to use a quick duplicate function when duplicating anything. However, the Clipboard tab is helpful to prevent any pasting mistakes. If you prefer to copy and paste, double check what you're pasting by clicking on the Clipboard tab. Tags. The Campaign Tags tab allows you to create tags for a campaign, ad set, or ad. To create a tag, check the box next to the desired campaign, ad set, or ad name and select the Tags tab. Then type the name of the tag that you would like to create and then click Create Tag to the right. You can easily search campaigns, ad sets, and or ads that all contain the same tag by typing the tag name in the search bar. Tags are helpful for assigning and locating campaigns, ad sets, and or ads that all contain a similar attribute that is important to your advertising. For example, if I wanted to tag every campaign that I created, I could create a tag that says Seth, and then any campaign that we wanted to search to make sure who created it, I could just search for the tag Seth, and all the campaigns that I created and that were tagged Seth would appear. You could assign that for each individual in your organization for whoever is creating Facebook advertisements for your business. Rules. The Rules tab allows you to set up automated rules for when your ad campaigns meet a certain condition. For example, you can create a rule for all your active campaigns to turn off when they have driven a certain amount of conversions for that day. This feature is extremely helpful if you have a limited capacity of the amount of leads you can handle. It can also come in handy if there's a limit to the amount of money you want Facebook to spend every day. Just full disclaimer for this, remember that when you create a rule telling Facebook to turn off your campaign ad set or ad when it accomplishes a certain condition, it will remain off until you manually turn it back on. View Setup Toggle. The View Setup Toggle allows your dashboard to navigate between the performance data and the attributes that you selected for your campaign ad set or ad. Turn the View toggle on and you can view what you selected in the creation of your campaigns. Without the View toggle, you would have to go into each campaign ad set or ad to view any or all of its attributes. The View Setup toggle eliminates this step. This also comes in extremely helpful when you are comparing a campaign to another campaign. Perhaps one performed better than another. You can turn on the View Setup toggle to compare attributes side by side. The Custom Columns tab. The Custom Columns tab allows you to switch the metrics on your dashboard between different presets. The Columns tab is default to show performance metrics. However, if you click on the Columns tab, you can select from a variety of presets that will show metrics that are important for measuring delivery engagement and conversions. This Columns tab comes in helpful for quickly analyzing metrics that are important to measuring different key performance indicator. Without this feature, you would need to create custom columns, which is a much more tedious and drawn out process. Reports. The Reports tab allows you to share your dashboard with others through a link or create an exportable spreadsheet that contains metrics and data from your dashboard. So perhaps you work collaboratively on your ad campaigns with different positions within your business. Maybe you work with a designer who designs all your creative. You will want to share data that can help optimize the work of your colleagues and vendors that collaborate on your ad campaigns with you. And the Reports tab would allow you to easily do this. Column data. Facebook provides a long list of metrics that their description would be way too long for this tutorial. However, if you want to know the description for any metric within a row on your dashboard, hover your cursor over the name of the metric and a description will appear. Additionally, if you click on the arrow within the box of a specific metric, the column will organize your columns by the data within the row from highest to lowest. Click on the arrow again and it will organize your columns by the data within that row from lowest to highest. So that is my introduction to the Facebook Ads Manager interface or the Facebook Ads Manager dashboard, whichever you prefer. I hope that you guys found this tutorial or this episode of Digital Dive extremely helpful. I really think that this getting familiar with the Facebook Ads Manager interface is extremely important, and I think it's a necessity for anybody who is going to be placing ads on Facebook to get familiar with this dashboard and know how to use it, because this is something that I use every single time I place, measure, or analyze an ad. And this is what really allows me to optimize the performance of my ads. And so that's why I really think it's a necessity for anybody who is going to be getting started or who is already started advertising on Facebook. I really think it's a necessity for them to be familiar and know how to use a Facebook Ads Manager dashboard. So again, I hope that you guys found this episode extremely helpful. I know that you're looking forward to placing your first Facebook ad campaign, and we're going to start that process in the next episode. So make sure you tune into that. And if you did find this video extremely helpful, make sure that you give this video a like and then subscribe to the Homes for Heroes YouTube channel, and make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you'll get notified every time you publish a new episode of Digital Dive with Homes for Heroes, or the great podcast that we publish every week, Real Talk with Homes for Heroes. That way you can really stay up to date on digital marketing tactics and strategies to help you grow your real estate or mortgage lending business. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next week when we get started creating your first Facebook ad campaign.